I'm talking about Bryce Harper as a potential MVP candidate for this year.
Hmm.
Um, so, I mean, he's quietly having an MVP type season. A lot of people probably aren't realizing this, but let's just talk aside from the fact that guys got hurt. We'll talk about that in a little bit, who were
Yeah.
probably front runners for the award. But Bryce Harper's current stat line is 302 batting average, 20 homers, 45 RBIs, 12 stolen bases, and a 983 OPS. So all those numbers are pretty solid for this point in the season. But something that might stick out to some people is the RBI totals. 45 RBIs at this point in the year doesn't really scream
Not a lot.
MVP. No, right? It's not. But there's kind of an odd stat as to why his RBI totals are so low. Obviously, home runs aren't the only way you can get RBIs, okay? But his first 14 homers this year were all solo homers.
Hmm.
So he has 20. So he's only had 6 home runs where guys were on base. And his first 14 were like with no one on. So again, like obviously he probably had the opportunity to hit homers with guys on, and let's say he didn't. So let's say that's his fault. But it's not his fault that no one was on base when he did happen to hit home runs either.
Right.
Um, and listen, I mean, as of now, this is going to sting a little bit for you. Harper has seemingly pushed the Phillies up in front of the Mets, and that's the Mets were in first place for the majority of the year. Let's face it, they were, and now they're not. And you
This
guys have
is
lost
this is all
nine
true
of your last
facts.
11. Um, and the Phillies are rolling. I mean, at Citizens Bank this weekend, you probably saw it seemed like playoff atmosphere completely. Um, Zach Wheeler shoved in Sunday's game, complete game shutout against you guys, former Met.
That's so
Um,
fitting. Like, there's no other way it
yeah,
would happen.
no, there's not. And like Harper homered, I think yesterday. We're recording on Monday, so Harper homered, I think, on Sunday. Did he homer on Saturday too? He might have homered every
Sure,
game
probably
against you
did.
guys.
Yeah.
Um, it's just like even though the RBI totals aren't there, I think with Tatis and DeGrom both currently injured, Acuna's hurt right now, who probably had a shot. I
Yeah.
think Castellanos, if he comes back soon, he could have a shot. Let's say the Reds get that second wild card spot, and Castellanos comes back and really puts up some great numbers. Possibly he could be the guy, but right now I think Bryce Harper has got to be the front runner because what he's doing with this team is what he promised he would do. And
Yeah.
again, the RBI totals aren't there. Every other stat is there. So,
That's
um,
interesting. It almost reminds me, because I feel like his MVP year, I think he hit like 42 bombs, but he didn't even reach like 100 RBI. So it's not even like he
yeah,
hasn't had this season before. He just tends to hit a lot of solo ones, I guess.
yeah. It's just like I don't know where does he hit in the lineup? Third or second?
Probably. Yeah.
Because I think Kutch leads off. So I think he probably hits second. So like Andrew McCutcheon does get on base. It's not like he doesn't get on base. Like that's just interesting. I don't know.
Right.
Or maybe he hits third because Real Muto might hit second. I don't know, but he hits second or third. I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah. And then
it's like strange.
the point on the NL MVP race is it's kind of a shame, honestly. I mean, every like star
uh,
has just gone down this year. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like Tatis will be back fairly soon, so I'm hoping he gets this award. But yeah,
I
man,
mean, I think it. I,
Jake's gone, Acuna's
yeah,
gone, Castellanos has missed so much time now.
I think it like the MVP could easily Freeman could be in that conversation.
True.
Um, because as bad as he started, we've talked about how good he was. He got the All Star starting first baseman. He's been great since. I think he's kind of set out. He's had like an upper respiratory thing. He doesn't have COVID, but he's
Yeah.
had like something. So he's been sitting out for a few days, but he's had solid numbers too the whole year. Obviously, Acuna getting hurt actually kind of opens the door a little bit for Freddie to go up there because if Acuna was
True.
there, they'd kind of be going back and forth with each other. Um, I mean, you were doing some research on some stats for this. So if he plays every game the rest of the season, his projected stats will be 30 homers, 68 RBIs, and 19 stolen bases. 68 RBIs is just
That's
like
that seems like hard to do. On 30
I know.
homers?
Like that's almost like yeah. Ah man, that's just crazy. I feel like he's I feel like it'll bump up more. I feel like he's
Yeah.
gotta hit some more with like 3-run homers or some grand slams this year and it'll kind of help him out. But
In my mind, I think you'll agree with this. It doesn't matter. Like if your OPS is almost 1,000, like you're clearly like
right,
you
I
should
agree.
be in the running. Like it doesn't matter, but like
Yeah.
it just looks weird. It's just like looking at that stat
Right.
right now.
And again, like if he carries the Phillies into the postseason, it's going to be hard to not vote for him if he
Yeah.
keeps up like this because like he looks like MVP. Like he looks like MVP Bryce Harper from the
Hmm.
Nationals that year. So he's confident up there. Like he's having fun. This is a Bryce Harper that we all love to watch. So
Did you see his
um,
inside the park home run? It was probably like a couple weeks ago now.
yeah,
It was kind of sick.
absolutely.
It
Like
was pretty cool.
electric, dude. It was crazy. I mean, that's the type of guy he is. Everybody knows it.
Right.
Um, I mean, right now the Phillies just kind of have like this aura around them. Like they have the hat thing whenever someone homers. Like if you've seen that probably. So
I haven't, but I feel like every team's doing that now. Don't the Blue Jays have like a blazer they wear now?
yeah. They do a jacket. The Red Sox put someone in a laundry cart and push them around in the dugout.
God.
Um, yeah, I mean, the Yankees did something for a little while. They put like a jacket on because of like the Altuve thing. Like he
Oh
said, it
wow.
was too cold or whatever the fuck he said.
We'll
But
have
they
to
stopped
rank
doing
them
that.
all at some point.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so saying it now, Bryce Harper is the NL MVP if the Phillies make the playoffs.
Okay, we'll come back to
That's a
it. Well,
that's a big if because you guys could easily have a good stretch run and then overtake him. The Braves could too. So
I mean, yeah, I'm not expecting anything from our guys at this point anymore. But Atlanta, possibly.